Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing this coming Saturday's meeting here from Fanny Bay, which will be the 20th of May. With some 2 weeks since our last meeting, the fields for Saturday are a little on the light side, with 41 acceptors in the 6 races. However, with no less than 12 Saturdays and consecutive weeks in the top end from this week, plus 2 Wednesdays and Darwin Cup Monday, there is no shortage of racing coming up, and the fields will certainly increase in size as we approach the opening day of the Carnival on the 8th of July. A handful of visiting trainers are already on site, and look to them to make their presence felt in the coming weeks. The first race gets underway at 2:06 p.m, while the last of the half dozen is scheduled to jump at 5:20 p.m. In the first, the winner Vespa at Silks Handicap. It's a 0 to 64 event and it's over 1,200 metres. My numbers are 1, 5 and 2. Going here with number 1, Don't Wait, from the stable of Tayan Halter, and Jade Hampson takes the mount, claims the 2 kilos, takes the horse's weight down to 58 kilograms. Really good run last time when resuming. Finished second on that occasion behind Soul Spirit. He's been a great money spinner for the Tayan Halter stable, Don't Wait. He was actually purchased out of a tried horse sale held here in Darwin some years ago, and he's been a beauty. He's won 199,000 in stakes, so he's been a great money spinner for the stable, and I think he can bounce back to his best form on Saturday. One on top for me. Ahead of number 5, Zip Lane, has won his last 2, or her last 2 rather. She's now trained by Tom Logan. Sonia Wiseman takes the mount. She resumed from a break with a win here on Anzac Day, getting up late to beat Fraction Late by about a half a length, and I think she'll race well again. And in for third, number 2, Patria, from the Gary Clark stable. Jared Todd aboard, continues to race well. Was a winner 2 starts back. Third last time out. He's a really consistent old bloke, and I've got him in the mix to run third. My numbers in the first, 1, 5 and 2. The second, the Silks Mega Raffle on the 31st of May handicap. Also over 1,200 metres. This for the Class 2 gallopers. Numbers here are 3, 1 and 2. Going here with Fraction Late, number 3, trained by David Bates, and Jade Hampson takes the mount this week. She'll be in for a good day, Jade. She has a full book of 6 rides on the card. He's had 2 seconds, this horse, his last 2 starts. He was heavily back last time out and just got collared late by Zip Lane. That was 1,100 metres. I think the 1,200 metres will suit him better. He went pretty hard in the run last time, and I think with a nice soft run this time, he'll be very hard to beat, and I've got him on top, number 3. Ahead of number 1, Barragunda, from the stable of Tom Logan. Sonia Wiseman aboard. Resumed after quite a long break. Hadn't raced since early August, and resumed here on the 6th of May, and just got collared late by Canton Kid, only beaten a nose on that occasion, or a short half head. So should be improved by that, number 1. And in for third, number 2, Taekwondo. Created a pretty good impression when winning here at his first Darwin start. That was also on the 6th of May, and that was 1,100 metres in maiden company. Paul Shires stays aboard, and I think the 1,200 will suit him even better. Numbers in the second, 3, 1 and 2. The third's the Ladbroke at handicap, also 1,200 metres, so 3 1,200s in a row to start the day. This is 0 to 58, and numbers here, 3, 1 and 5. Number 3 on top, Afternoon Tea, Phil Cole trains and Wayne Davis rides. Is a last start winner, won here on Anzac Day in the hands of Emma Lyons. Emma's having the weekend off. I think she's off to base in the grass, so we wish her all the best. But Wayno gets his opportunity here on Afternoon Tea. Speedy 5-year-old mare gets along in front, will take plenty of catching. She was good last time. I think she can go back to back. In for second, number 1, Rafali. He actually chased home Afternoon Tea last time out. He's racing consistently. Paul Shires for Tayan Halter. And in for third, number 5, Azuda Z, also from the Halter stable. Jade Hampson aboard. And he was in that same race, won by Afternoon Tea. He finished 4th, but he was first up after quite a significant break and should be improved by that run. Numbers in the third, 3, 1 and 5. We go to the 4th, the Mindle Beach Casino Resort Handicap. It's over the 1,100 metres, this one, for the benchmark 54 gallopers, now biggest field of the day here. My numbers are 4, 5 and 8. Number 4, Turnstar for me. Janis Luxeman takes the mount here for Phil Cole. And Janis will be based here in Darwin for the next several weeks during the Carnival. Obviously apprenticed to Kevin Lamprick, who's got a team here. And Janis was successful on this horse 3 starts ago here on the 18th of March. He's had 2 third placings since, and he admittedly On this occasion, he's down in grade. His last start was behind Our Magnificence in a benchmark 76 or an open grade race, so way back to a benchmark 54. Only has to reproduce that third placing from last start, and he'll be very hard to beat here. So number 4 on top. Ahead of 5, Hatton Man. Veteran now, he's a 9-year-old from Tayan Holter's team. Jade Hampson aboard. Third the other day behind Zip Lane was a good run. He's still got plenty of ability and zest for racing. And in for third, number 8, Bell Suono, newcomer to Darwin from the Gary Clark stable, formerly trained by Matthew Smith in New South Wales. Jared Todd aboard. Hasn't had a run since the 21st of February, but has some decent form lines that he'll bring to the top end. Numbers in race 4 are 4, 5 and 8. The 5th is the open handicap, it's the tab handicap. It's over 1,300 metres, this one. Only a 6-horse field to go around here, and not much separating them in the weights. Smuggling is the top weight with 58 kilograms, and he's my top selection. Numbers here 1, 6 and 3. Smuggling from the Cole stable, Jade Hampson rides. I beg your pardon, Yanis Luxemon rides, claims at 2 kilograms, and that brings Smuggling in very, very well here. He carries 56 kilograms. He's a quality sprinter. Of course, he ran third 2 starts back in Alice Springs, then he finished 7th in the Pioneer Sprint, only beaten 5 lengths. He's a 2-time Pioneer Sprint winner. On weights and measures, you'd say he's the horse to beat here without a doubt. Number 1, Smuggling on top. To beat number 6, Siakam from Gary Clark's stable. Paul Denton takes the mount here. Won the St Pat's Cup 2 starts back. Last time out over a mile, finished a very close second to You Really Did It. Back to the 1,300 metres. He's won at this trip a couple of times. Probably better at a mile, but he'll be competitive for sure. And in for third, a newcomer to the Clark stable in Love Planet. Jared Todd aboard. Formerly trained by Chris Waller, this one, at the Gold Coast. And comes here to have his first start in the top end for Gary Clark. Has had a trial. Nice quiet trial just recently, so he's an interesting runner. Number 3, Love Planet. Numbers in the 5th, 1, 6 and 3. And in the last, the Bet365 handicap. This is the 1,600 metre race on the day. It's a 0 to 70, just the 5 to go around here. My numbers are 2, 4 and 5. Going here with number 2, Iron Edge. Formerly trained by Gary Clark, now in daughter Ella's name. Raced in Alice Springs, had 3 starts down there for 2 seconds and a third. Just couldn't quite crack it, but front-running, staying horse. Last started over a mile in Alice Springs. He's probably a little one paced, you would say. Just bats away at the one speed. But that said, he's not easy to get past. And I've got him on top here, and I think he can win the last. Number 2. Ahead of number 4, You Really Did It. Looking for 3 in a row for Ella. So Ella with a strong hand, the 2 runners in the last here. Casey Hunter's been aboard the last twice. She stays aboard. You Really Did It racing well. Must be in the mix. And in for third, number 5, Magnolia Rose. Trained by Kerry Petrick. Paul Denton aboard. Won 2 starts back in Alice Springs over a mile. Then dropped back sharply in trip for the Fillies and Mares race on the 28th of April. Finished a good 4th on that occasion, doing its best work late. Back to the mile, I think more suitable. Didn't get all favours last time out either. So in the last, my numbers are 2, 4 and 5. Best bet of the day, race 2, number 3, Fraction Late. He burned a few punters last time, did Fraction Late, but I think he'll be winning this time. Race 2, number 3, Fraction Late. While the best roughie is in race 4, he's drawn a bad gate, drawn the outside gate, but race 4, number 1, Super Famous. Race 4, number 1, Super Famous, my roughie of the day. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk. We'll be back again same time next week to preview the 27th of May fixture. It's our last meeting of May. Racing also returns to Alice Springs on the following day, the 28th of May, and there'll be plenty of racing in store in the Top End and the Red Centre as we move into June and July and obviously into the Carnival. Until next week, good luck and good punting.